location on the map. Open your iDroid to see where this is.
Let's collect our items we got, and then let's open this guy.
No. I don't want bacon on the chicken. Why did it just do that? Oh my god, I gotta do it again?
HDMI 3, no signal is in. HDMI 3.
Dirty water, 5 out of 3 required QB. Man, they didn't make that different workbench.
How many of them narrow sauces do you need, or do you need them?
I don't need them. Oh, we got a gear case. Who's Sivalda?
Alright, it's $21 and I need your
Sure, cash when they get here.
cash.
We're gonna be the Diamond Dogs.
Alright, 21.61 and your cash. We don't need anything else. Oh, we need some Parmesan. I want some Parmesan. I want 3 Parmesan. 3 red peppers.
Well, I got all my screws. Gotta get some more gears. Gears and iron, baby.
Oh my god, they charge you 15 cents for Parmesan packets now? Fuck these people, I'm not having that. That's bullshit. That was supposed to be free.
Okay, let's do a mission or map. We're gonna.
Okay. Can you check out?
Oh yeah, we were trying to reestablish that wormhole detector, but before I leave, I need to get some food and rations and shit because I am. Oh, and then what's this guy yellow for? Oh yeah, open case. Let's see what we got here. Oh, the broken portable pile driver.
Oh, the total's $29 after the delivery charge tax. I didn't realize they were going to charge us $4.
What did you get? 2 things, right?
I got 3 things.
What's
You
the
have to order
third?
3 to get the coupon. I just got chicken because I couldn't think of it.
Oh, I thought you get 2 for
You have
$5.99.
to choose 3 to use the coupon, not 2.
Well, 3 would still be $18.
No, it's, yeah, and I'm telling you,
member.
We
They
got
became aware of
the
this after the start of school
sandwich,
today,
the pizza,
and the impacted
the
individuals
chicken,
have
and
already
then they charge
self-quarantined. They
us
say school wasn't
$4.99 for
canceled,
delivery
parents
and
were allowed to pick up their
$2.68 for
kids,
taxi.
and they'll be conducting a deep cleaning of the school after
you hear
dismissal
me?
today. This was put
Yeah,
out probably
oh
about
man,
5
I got
minutes ago.
3 advanced
Also saying we continue to rely on
workbenches.
guidance recommendations from
Do you still want this?
Sure.
I can order food from fucking Taco Bell and it's cheaper.
Do whatever you want, princess. I don't care.
Johnny,
What?
if I can eat something different, then I probably would.
Then
What
do
the
it.
hell? What are you yelling about?
Where's the baby?
He's in the hall. He wasn't down there to bother her, so she's yelling about something else. I'm trying to order dinner. He's allowed to be in that room. You're grounded. Gianna,
That's
you're
weird. I wouldn't let me
grounded.
make that. I wonder why. I don't care. We're headed to that. Oh, there it is. 426.
I can't hear you. Gianna, I can't
Oh,
hear
we're
you
gonna
yelling,
go to our
and I'm
supply
really
box.
busy, so you need to stop bothering me now. She's beating him up again. I don't know what to do with her, dude. I'm trying to order dinner for your dad and I. You need to stop being naughty, Gianna. He's allowed to be in his room.
What's the deal?
to get a marker.
So, give him one. Give him a paper.
Remember what happened last
I know. We'll put him right here with the paper. Let him sit down.
time? She's not having none of my markers. Cause last
Don't
time
fucking act like
he
that.
lost my marker.
And don't do that.
Ah!
Come on, Juju.
He
Come here.
just slapped me.
Cause you were mean to him. Come here. I'm getting him. I got it. Look. Come on. I got it. Look. I got marker. Come on. You need paper. Here, paper. That's not paper. Where's the paper at? There you go, Juju. Here's your marker. Here's your marker. Here. No, this one. What, nigga? You need to be a nice little princess. Don't be a little grouchy, naked girl. Be nice. Don't be a grumpy woman.
Okay, we're having.
Okay, we taking out this
Hear me?
stuff out the inventory. What else do we got over here?
I'm gonna add 2 gigs. Or should we have diode? I think we like diode.
Okay, we all ready for the Willem.
Oh my god, what the fuck is wrong with her, dude? She needs to stop screaming. I can't focus.
Focus what?
Well, I'm looking at all this different food.
All the different food?
I want to order a fried rice and teriyaki from this place, but I'm afraid we might not. What if
Where is it?
Here, near here.
Is it by Taco Bell in Jackson? Because my buddy was telling
Teriyaki.
my buddy was telling me to try that one over there. It was real good.
Yeah, it is actually.
By Taco Bell and Jack in the Box. He says I love teriyaki.
It's Nasai teriyaki, but it's
Oh, that one's nasty. It's right here.
84th and 1/6.
That one's right here on the corner. Nasai, Nasai. That was nasty.
Not good? Okay,
Oh
good.
fuck! I got at you there for it. You told me it was gross. See, I know better.
Well, that's what I was asking you. Teriyaki plus. People say excellent value and
Golden Crescent. I wonder what
Okay,
that
we're
is.
gonna try this place.
I gotta put my respirator on. My
That's what we're
oxygen.
gonna do. We're gonna try this. Where's your fucking chicken teriyaki? Oh my god, I can't get through one order without an alarm going off or a child having a fucking heart attack. You can get vegetable fried rice instead of white rice. We don't care! Stop it! Then take the marker from him. You know he's not supposed to draw on things. Use common sense, Adam. You see he's drawing on something, you come give the marker to Daddy. Okay.
Ooh,
However you do it, please heal yourself quickly.
better get all this Cubon energy, yo. Cubon. We're gonna call it the Cubon. Are there people coming? I thought there was something good in that crate right there.
Sherry's, Burger Master,
Oh, yeah, there's a nail.
Chick-fil-A. Free delivery from Burger Master. You want Burger Master?
I don't know. I only want to spend 20, 30 bucks.
I know, I'm not gonna.
Reactivate the wormhole transporter. The transporter coming back online will attract the enemy's attention, so stay
Giving
alert.
you some options here, dude.
Our apologies. With our memory loss, we were a little slow off the mark in informing you of this. Before you activate
I'm
the
gonna wait
transporter,
10 minutes
be
later.
sure you're ready to defend it.
Answer your questions. We know you have a lot of them. Our resource guide breaks down everything you need to know about COVID-19. It details the steps you should take to protect yourself and your loved ones. Just go to comonews.com and click on the novel coronavirus, what you need to know guide. Still ahead, price gougers taking advantage of the COVID-19 outbreak. The wild
Is he
prices
crying?
we're seeing
Yeah,
on
over and
Amazon
over, she's being a cunt. I'm not gonna
Stop.
sit there and fucking micromanage her. One of those
You're out of
Why
gas.
they're worried
I'm
about a
over
potential
it.
blood shortage in our region
She's
and how
fucking
they're
being a cunt.
reassuring
Not
donors.
listening to me.
And a new month is here. It's a wet start to March. I'll tell you
Julian,
what,
you need to come out of there and leave your sister alone, please. She's not
gonna do it
being
6
nice
o'clock
right
tonight.
now. She's not being.
What's going on? What do you want?
Look at what I did to my.
So what? You have plenty of those papers. It's all ripped up. I gave it to him. Give me this shit.
She's calling you.
Look at this shit here. Look at these. This is what he's writing on too. Look. All of it. Give him the pen. Here. Give him it now. Here, Juju. Come on. Stop it, Gianna. You're gonna get in trouble. I got cool stickers for you, Juju, not you. What happened? Juju? Here, sticker. I got cool sticker for you. See, look. Burger. Sticker. Here. Look, a fork. Knife. Yeah, you want that? Some more sticker for you. What?
I want one of these, and I don't know if you've ever had them before, but it's a place that has Hawaiian food. They have poke bowls.
I don't know what you're talking about, but you need to make it the allowed money amount.
The same day pickup and delivery. It's easy and fresh for everyone. I found bath litter from our neighbors. We were over at their house for dinner one day, and they just got their bathroom redone. Showed it to us, and it looked amazing.
The experience for me with bath litter, I was really excited to have it done in a day. And I just don't have the weeks it takes to remodel. I would definitely refer my friends and family to bath litter. It's an easy solution, and it lasts a lifetime.
Find out why customers love bath litter.
Keep an eye on the remaining options. Supply yourself with
Ooh.
Corporations who think that they can buy
That's how you unlock those things. I'm taking recipe for the survival boat, dog.
Put his finger up in the air and try to figure out which way the
Can I, Jill?
He just fights for what he believes in. This is a man who understands what it's going to take to actually make
Oh, what do they got in here,
and trust
man?
him to fight for all of us in spite of it being hard.
I'm Bernie Sanders, and I approve this message.
Nobody gets your carpet, tile, or hardwood as clean and healthy as Stanley Steamer.
Call or visit StanleySteamer.com for local specials.
On the Come Alive desk, we're watching everything coronavirus here locally so we can help you plan. But Marysville School District just putting this out saying, dear families, out of an abundance of caution, the Early Learning Center in Grove Elementary School will be closed Tuesday, March 3rd. That, of course, is tomorrow, and this is for disinfecting. They're saying we anticipate the school to resume on Wednesday, March 4th. Of course,
good stuff here.
On all of those plans. I do want to take you out live from this SDOT camera. This camera is situated on 2nd Avenue and Marion Street. If you look toward the top of your screen, you can see those flashing lights down there. This is that hazmat situation they've been dealing with down on 3rd Avenue South and South Main Street.
What is that?
Traffic. King County Sheriff's Office
There's
is telling us that no one's
a
impacted
hazmat
right now. No one having any
situation on 3rd
reaction
Avenue.
to possibly what was found on the bus, King County Metro bus. But as soon as we have more information in here to Como News, we'll bring it to you live.
You got your stickers Daddy gave you? Show Mommy.
Healthcare products, and they're raising concerns about price gouging.
Don't put those on the house. You need to put those on your book.
Online today.
Here, put them on your book.
Gone out to find out what you can do about
Johnny, he's going around putting that in the house.
They'll come off easy. They're just little tiny circle stickers. Relax. No, we're not.
Paper and books so they can save them.
Yeah, I did give him a paper to put it on.
Shoppers who are trying to find some of these
You're
basic
just rich at Costco.
items as well as basic essentials are finding when they go to some of the stores, they're gone.
Better get out that parking lot.
I detect that you're hungry. Your mission requires that you look after yourself, Captain.
Shoppers are stockpiling, but not finding everything they want. Photos taken by a shopper inside this Shoreline Costco on Sunday show empty shelves, hand sanitizers, disinfecting wipes, even fresh chicken gone. Still no chicken today, no bottled water, no flour, and no rice.
They're right before the paper towels.
There's no way in the moment, to force someone to lower their price. So, that's going to be about figuring out what the best decision is, for you and your family in the moment.
This Assistant Attorney General is talking about this apparent price gouging online for products relative to COVID-19. She says the Washington Consumer Protection Act shields consumers from unfair pricing, but on a case-by-case basis. She says if you want to file a complaint, do it at their office.
Yeah, that
will
Asian lady
investigate.
told me, I'm selling masks, $27.99. Eat me. I was like, okay, girl, get it.
Are going for $114.
Yeah.
These guys, these handy ones,
I'm not joking.
80 of them, $41.
I'm not playing.
3 cents. And these N95 masks sold out, unavailable. In this statement, Amazon said
about
there's
the
no
mask?
room for
What'd you
price
say about the
gouging.
Just sold out, unavailable.
Yeah, this bitch said.
Tens of thousands of offers.
There's a whole
Taking
box at
action
home.
against
I saw
third-party
$27.99
policies.
each.
Charge the usual price and let things run their course.
Yeah, right.
Instead of upping the price.
Yeah, right. This is America.
Now, there is something you can do. I want to underscore what the Assistant Attorney General was talking about there. File a complaint. Go to
Nobody cares. That's a waste of your time. I told you somebody called you from Bellevue and they left a voicemail.
No, they didn't.
Really? That's why it says voicemail, Bellevue number, just now.
Getting more shipments in. But they also really tell me that they're trying to really reinforce what the CDC is saying, which is
I haven't had a
most
dab
of
in
us
2 days
are
because it
not
gives me
immune to
anxiety
this,
and
and
I'm
the best
afraid
thing
to
to
have
do
anxiety.
is to wash our hands and have good hygiene.
It's from the dental.
Oh, good. Where's my fucking alert? Fuck these people, dude. I'm getting pissed.
It is yours.
Does it say my name?
For Christmas.
It says my name as
For
well there?
Crystal.
Oh, okay. They
Oh,
were...
it says please give a call back to confirm these appointments.
I just did.
I'm just saying it says that. Look, I read the transcript. The transcript.
Your phone isn't working.
Press speaker. Only speaker works.
All right, let's bring in meteorologist Shannon O'Donnell now. What a great day out there. It was a great, I thought you were going to say great. It was kind of one of those cozy days out there, that's for sure. A typical start to March, and we are a couple of days into the month, and it's to be expected.
Oh man, we gotta go in this dental place? That's not safe.
Great. It is rainy, and we've got the mountain snow that keeps on giving. Boy, it's been a banner ski season here for the last couple of months, and no change on that front either. Another bonus, it is starting to stay lighter later as those sunsets continue to creep up. In the next couple of days, they will start plunking down at 6 o'clock. After that 6 o'clock mark, which just is a mental boost, I think, knowing that it's still brighter out there as we're commuting home from work. Case in point, it's gray, but it is lighter out over the 520 bridge right now, looking back toward the east side, which is draped in that low overcast around Newcastle and Somerset on this back to work and school Monday afternoon. It's 48. It's a little bit cool. We should be closer to 50, but the clouds tucking us in and keeping us a little cooler than we should be. A look at the satellite radar picture. It's kind of busy out there. We've seen the rain from time to time. Most of it's pretty light and just drippy, but once in a while we're seeing some slightly heavier showers, including this little patch you see right between Lummi Island and Bellingham, so a little bit tougher for some driving there along that stretch of I-5. Versus what we're seeing across 520 and I-90 for that matter too. Both of the floating bridges looking drier, so the commute around the metro area.
What are you
not too
doing?
bad. You head to the east side, you've got the light rain as we hit the foothills. Some snow.
Get up on my face, yo. Get up on my face, yo.
And then back out toward the ocean beaches. Living
Oh,
up to
Princess
that
at
lucky
3?
reputation around Forks and Quilview too, with that rain continuing tonight around the push. Now look at the satellite picture showing the current weather makers. This big stream of moisture.
No, that'll work. That's fine.
We can be there. Going to continue to pump that wet weather in here as we head into the next couple of days. So bottom line, more of the same. Kind of a
No, we just want to make sure we were all comfortable.
March, and it's going to remain that way as we head into the next couple of days. So with that overnight tonight, cloudy skies. Look at the low staying in the 40s.
Perfect. Thank you so much. We'll see you
out there. That's thanks to that cloud cover continuing to tuck us in and keep us nice and warm. But by the same token, it doesn't let in a lot of sunshine during the day. So we'll count
That way
right
one
up
of us
to
can go in. You go in at 3, I watch the baby. I go in at 4, you watch the baby.
Very scattered showers tomorrow. It's not
And
gonna
they'll
be persistent
probably,
rain, but it will
you know,
rain
toggle us
often.
since they see
We'll
we're
see a little
together.
sun breaking through occasionally.
What
Here's
the fuck?
Here's what I was told by the other lady.
Rain at times, temperatures upper
Don't
40s,
lose
about
this.
50
I'm about to use
Perfect,
that.
of course, here for early March. Same for the beaches, mid to upper 40s.
Whoa!
Second beach
What
down
happened
to Long
here?
Beach and toward Astoria too.
Doesn't that look like a whole dab in there? Just
Yeah, you take a Q-tip and clean it. It's a nastiness.
That's grossness?
It's a re-dab. You took too big of a one.
Oh, really?
60s, not far
Really?
away. Richland, that's becoming more routine there.
I always
We'll be
take a
able to
really
start to hit
small
the
little-
60s here as we head
Oh my
out
god, this is
closer to
sticky,
spring.
Johnny.
Yeah, you gotta light it a little bit first.
Oh my god.
You idiot, to get it liquidy.
Oh my
You get it liquidy first, you idiot. Don't be a dumbass.
I thought it was liquid the way it was sitting.
No.
I thought that was fucking liquid the way it was sitting like that. God damn it. I got fucking Q-tip part of my shit.
That's all. You don't need to do it that much either. Doug, I'm not your fucking dab holder,
Yes, you
dude.
are. Look at all this.
I'm in the middle of a crucial mission
Oh, yeah.
to recover this wormhole transponder.
Well, I feel bad for your partners. You be
For my-
sleeping through your mission.
For my who?
Where's all the fucking Q-tips at?
I'm on these solo missions so I can sleep.
Where are the Q-tips? I only have one and I'm
I
trying
don't
to
know. I
pull
don't
this
think there's
out.
not that many left.
The enemy has been drawn to the energy surge.
Oh, that's so cool, baby.
Send the transporter until the reactivation process is complete.
That's so cool, baby. Oh, shiznit.
Until the party becomes bigger and there's more
Oh,
places with
hell
free
no.
delivery. There's only like 2 places with free delivery right now. If you wait till about between 6:30 and 7:30 when everybody's ordering dinner, there's like 12 places with free delivery.
Dude, we gotta set up some mines and stuff.
So we're just gonna wait a little bit till we have more of a selection. Do you hear what I'm saying?
Yeah, I hear what you're saying, but this
Good idea, wife.
good idea, my wife.
Wife.
This shit is gangster, dude. All these monsters start coming up over
That's
here.
the same with my wife.
We continue our team coverage of the COVID-19
I
coronavirus.
think I need to build some better weapons and armor.
Ground zero for the outbreak in our area. We hear from people with relatives inside about their fears as the virus spreads.
A lot of us are washing our hands a lot more often to fight against coronavirus, but I'll show you in this unwitting volunteer how a lot of those germs are surviving our best hand washing efforts.
But first, we'd like to update you on some of the other developments we've been tracking for you.
Where's
on
my
the
dad go?
virus.
Right now, there are 18 cases
Where's my dad
here in
go?
Washington. There have also been 6 deaths due to the virus, all of them at Evergreen Health in Kirkland. 5 of those people live within
Activate the
King County.
wormhole transporter and expand the area you can search.
I took the liberty of marking its predicted location on the map. Open your iDroid to see where this is.
World News Tonight is coming up next. And remember, you can always find us online at ComoNews.com as well as Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram.
See you at 6.
Doesn't not care very much about that mission you got going on. How'd you get this thing so dirty? I found it downstairs. So.
I didn't use that.
Yeah, you did.
I use that cap, man. That. I put this on top of it. I put this on top of it. That's sweet.
She's throwing him around again.
So, dude, can you go in there
Yeah,
once?
I am. 3 times now.
In life, there are talkers and there are doers. Mike Bloomberg has spent his life getting things done. Started a company from scratch, created 20,000 good-paying jobs. That's getting
Dude, I don't get all that shit.
Let him draw.
Yeah, I
This is a
know.
book right here.
Expanded healthcare to 700,000 and raised teacher pay. Elected for 3 terms because he got things done. Mike beat the NRA, strengthening gun laws. He beat big coal, closing over 300 dirty coal-fired plants. Mike is still getting things done. So ask yourself, for president, do you want a debater or a doer? Someone with workable, common-sense plans to fix healthcare and create jobs, who's done both. Mike has the record and resources to lead the truth. We'll take both, but Mike will get it done.
I'm Mike Bloomberg, and I approve this message.
We are Toyota.
No, go put it downstairs somewhere. Go put it on by the computer. Put it by the computer. Put it by the computer. I told you where to put it 3 times now. Put it by the computer. Oh my God, look at this boy.
With the iconic Prius, adventurous RAV4, and the all-new best-in-class hybrid, combining the advantages of hybrids with the safety of all-wheel drive.
You got your legs wide open.
Let's go places.
Our economy is the best it has ever been.
He's holding you there with his foot.
The last time on Markets Park in 2008,
They're wrestling like kittens wrestle. You should see how kittens wrestle.
She set up a federal agency to protect consumers. Now it's up to you to pick the best leader for this moment. Politicians and billionaires won't cut it. Elizabeth Warren knows what's wrong, knows how to fix it. I'm Elizabeth Warren, and I approve this message. BBC World News Tonight, next on Como 4.
Tonight, the coronavirus here in the U.S. more than a dozen
Oh my
states
God,
now
you don't want to watch my Pete
state to
Davidson
New
thing
York City.
now that I'm
The
fucking.
community where the death toll rose quickly today. At least 6 patients
Johnny,
have
you
now
need to
died
turn
in
your
the state.
on-air off if you're going to behave in that manner.
More than a dozen states
Yeah.
released them. And that
I'm
first
not
known
kidding
case
around.
in New
Many
York City.
people you know watch that, and I'm not going to have you in there behaving like that.
Tonight, Dr. Sebastian answering your questions right here.
Good job, baby.
Spreading in parts of the U.S. for weeks. The White House tonight issuing new travel alerts urging Americans not to visit parts of Italy and other places. Major airlines suspending flights. And American college students brought home from Italy. One student telling us he was not screened upon returning to the U.S. The stock market tonight bouncing back nearly 1,300 points today. What was it that calmed the markets? Will it last? Major news tonight in the race for 2020. First, Pete Buttigieg bowing out. Then today, Amy Klobuchar out of the race too. Tonight, both of them racing to Texas to endorse Joe Biden. Bernie Sanders tonight says the establishment is worried. The system moving across the country, the deadly pirate.
So weird. Mom, this is a battery.
Can I watch I'm about to watch a comedy special, so you're going to have to quiet down, okay? Because I've been waiting to watch it for like several days, and I want to watch it. It's supposed to be really funny. I don't know. Like, yeah, can you not? You're not supposed to have markers anywhere else. You're drawing on my bed. No, there's red marker on my bed. You don't draw on my bed. You need to have paper to it. the banging is? You need to turn that off, though.
What are you doing?
He's doing something he's not supposed to be doing. Give that to Daddy right now. No. You're not drawing on the walls, Julian, and the garbage.
It's drawing paper.
Go take that from me. Why? Because it's your marker. It's not. When I tell you something, it's, yeah, that's what is being a kid. You listen to your parents and you do what they say. Sorry. They have closed the door on me. Wow. Oh, you don't bang the door at him like that. Why are you laughing maniacally? Here. Tina! Go put all the markers. All of them. Put it all away. Here, you big cat. Here's Sophia. Julian, why are you pinching her food? Yeah, boy. Go. Go lay down. Go sit down. No. You're being mean. You're being mean. You need to go sit down. Take your pill. You're being naughty and mean here.
Okay, 1 second.
The transporter coming back online will attract the enemy's
Your pad work?
so stay alert.
No, all of them are dead. You want me to keep plugging in like I told you to? I tried to plug your brothers in. Where is it? Where's the pad? There's Angelo's. Give that to Dad so he can plug it in.
I don't have a charger.
Give me the pad. I have one over here, I think. Here, give it to me. Well, you're gonna have to wait. Your mama's downstairs and Daddy said wait. So you gotta wait. Johnny, get him his bottle. You're sleeping anyway.
You know, I'm setting up for a war. Gigi, you'll get your baba.
I haven't plugged in. Juju, just a minute. Daddy's gonna get you your drink, okay? No, Julian, leave the cats alone. You don't do that. You don't. You know what?
So let's get to Maggie really reported. Maggie, the student there, came
Why are you making that noise? Leave him alone, Gianna.
President Mike Pence was asked about screening people coming from Italy. You got news on that tonight?
Yeah, David, just
Be nice, Julian.
For the next 12 hours, people leaving Italy will be screened in Italy before they're allowed to come back into the United States.
Hey, don't do that!
Here we go, Gianna.
Has been spreading their
I'm the last line of defense. Let's see how we do now.
Defend the transporter until the reactivation process is complete.
If you turn on when the monsters are in proximity. Oh, where to do that?
Reflects the frustration on the part of healthcare providers who are trying to test people for this. But some good news, we just learned that even right here in New York City, tests are now being deployed, and so hopefully that will continue.
Oh my god, I'm wasting those. Oh my god! I could have did it, I didn't know! Where's your Baba and nigga so I can set up these traps again?
Thank you. And we took note of big rebound in the financial markets today after last week, of course, the worst week since the financial crisis in 2008.
Downstairs.
The Dow Jones nearly 1,300 points.
Oh, Angela! I set up the sickest base around one of those transponder broken ones. I had these spinning blades, and then and the zombies were coming and chopping out their legs, and I was stabbing them in the head.
Oh yeah, I got that.
Where's your Baba, Juju? Where Baba?
Deadpool, you can see Deadpool holding humans.
Humankind from another universe is behind this door. I can't fight it for obvious reasons, you know. Alternative universe paradox shit. So you are going to have to take him out. You've got to really kick his ass so that he wants to return back to his universe on the East Coast. You ready? All right, go get him.
East Coast. Oh, hey, Kyle. I'm big.
I did my week 2 Deadpool mission.
I remember him. And did he come to play with us?
All right, we're coming out of the universe. It is time for you to go back to your universe.
What do you mean, Kyle? We're a team, remember?
I got the
I'm not some
chimichangas.
We're like best super pals.
As you can see, he is the one running around giving the humankind a bad name. He was sent here to destroy me and weaken my power.
No, I came to spend 2 weeks with my cousin and wanted to play superheroes. And then he said, okay, what superhero do you want to be? And I said, I want to be humankind. But he said, you can't be humankind. I'm humankind. And I said, well, why can't we be humankind together? So I went to Aunt Frida and I said, I want to be humankind together. And she told me I had to do what I said because I said.
Hey!
Remember?
I'm sorry, he's from another universe, but it is
to make me and my cousin more alike. Prepare for battle, weakling.
Gigi, you want your baba? No! Come here.
I haven't done a whole lot of sparring. Is this a no contact thing? Full contact, not sparring. Oh, I'm afraid that's impossible. I didn't bring my pads.
What's he doing with the pictures?
He's doing voices. Yeah, you're one to the parallel universe. Yeah, I can.
Where you get those at, Yana?
Oh my, there's decisions in this game, aren't there?
Mama gonna come mad you. Let's go now.
Oh, you guys, time out. My vertigo is starting to act up. Jesus Christ.
I don't know where Julian got these.
I'm getting a little tingle in my throat. Does anyone have a lozenge? Okay, I think
I don't know where Julian got these pictures.
That last hit didn't count, right? I'm undoing that damage, okay, Kyle? Phew. That's some classic alternate universe.
Shit, Julian. Why?
I show Mama the pictures.
Julian! Why do you keep getting into stuff you're not supposed to get into?
What are you doing, digging in your belly button? Leave me alone.
Activate the wormhole transporter and expand the area you can search.
I took the liberty of marking its predicted location on the map. Open your iDroid to see where this is.
Haven't you recorded enough?
Hey, you just knocked my camera out.
I just asked simple questions.
Did you?
Recorded for enough time? Can't we turn this off now?
What did you say?
I said, can't you turn that camera off now?
Why?
That's irritating, David. Just
Yo, you're crazy, nigga. Shut up. You ain't got. You're intrusive. It's only around me, so stay away from me. Huh? You don't come near me anyway.
No, that's not what I said. Can you open the
No.
Travel could be impacted from New York and Philadelphia to Boston by tomorrow night, and then Wednesday, right along the Gulf Coast, more severe storms, including warm damaging wind.
There is still much more hot news tonight this Monday.
The virus, she said, don't open the window, the virus.
Stepmother now under arrest. What we now learned in this case. The tense standoff outside the visiting gun. She's now apologizing. And the police chase ending in a violent crash. Sheriff Deputy said an airborne crashing into a truck. We do have news on his condition tonight. One more news ahead.
I think wire's good to get.
But there's 5G.
5G experience for America is more than 10 times faster.
I got that from.
You can wear that. You look cute.
You like the orange?
For her.
Exactly 5 weeks after Gannon
Isn't that funny looking?
No, she's a little girl.
I mean, you always look cute. These are just funny looking. No, I'm not. Oh, okay. You like
Investigators say Gannon was murdered by his stepmother, Letitia Stout, arrested today in South Carolina. She reported the boy as a relative January 27th. Same day, a neighbor security camera appears to show her leaving home with him.
But you know what? I think I'm going to give you a bath actually later after I change the bed.
That she will pay 100% for the heinous thing she done.
In January, Stout, who did not want to show her face, told KKTV she was innocent.
The transporter coming back online will attract the enemy's attention, so stay alert.
Our apologies. With our memory box, we were a little slow off the mark in informing you of this. Before you activate the transporter, be sure you're ready to defend it.
One of the three deaths is caused by cardiovascular disease. Millions of patients are treated with
I think you gave her a little bit too much confidence.
fish oil supplements. Others are fibrates or niacin. But here's a number you should take to heart.
No, you still look really cute. You just look kind of silly with the tuck in your butt like that.
Cardiovascular disease. Ask your doctor. Visit TrueYourHeart.com.
In America, we all count. Where we call home, how we worship, or who we love. The 2020 census is how that great promise is kept. Because this is the count of the funds where hundreds of billions in funding go each year for things like education, healthcare, and programs that touch us all. Shape your future. Learn more at 2020census.gov.
Imagine a visibly healthier pet in 28 days. Purina One, natural ingredients and powerful combinations for radiant coats, sparkling eyes. Purina One visibly healthy pet. Try digestive health with probiotics for dogs.
Hey folks, I'm here with Brothers House giving away some real serious money. You could be next. Hey, you can win $7,000 a week for life. You gotta be in it to win it. Enter now.
Keep an eye on your remaining oxygen. Captain,
What did that thing just
supply
say?
yourself with oxygen by using Kuban Energy. You can supply yourself with oxygen from your iDroid.
Diabetes. It's not insulin. I take it once a week. It starts acting in my body from the first dose. Trulicity isn't for people with type 1 diabetes or diabetic ketoacidosis. Don't take this. You and your family have mentioned or have multiple endocrine medications under treatment. Stop Trulicity and call your doctor right away if you have an allergic reaction, a lump or swelling in your neck, or severe stomach pain. Serious side effects may include pancreatitis. Taking Trulicity with a sulfonylurea or insulin increases low blood sugar risk. Side effects include nausea, diarrhea, vomiting, belly pain, and decreased appetite, which lead to dehydration and may worsen kidney problems. I have a thin need to lower my A1C. Ask your doctor about Trulicity.
I detect that you're hungry. Your mission requires that you look after yourselves, Captain.
Which makes it even more surprising. With sliding rear seats and more available second row legroom than, say, a Chevy Suburban. This is the reimagined 2020 Ford Escape.
Today next, the LA County DA apologizing tonight for her husband, DA Jackie Lacey's husband, pulling a gun on Black Lives Matter activists outside their home. Protesters say he threatened to shoot them if they did not leave. That police chase in San Bernardino County, California, a deputy hitting this bump in the road. Look at that, the SUV goes airborne, the suspect hitting another car, getting away. The deputy is okay. When we come back, remembering a popular host at those moments.
ABC World News Tonight with Daily Moving, sponsored by WeatherTech, the ultimate American-made vehicle protection.
Okay, let's do this, baby. I'm about to upgrade my pole after this, dog. Get gangster on me, dog. Somebody just close the door downstairs? Bring them on, baby.
Until the reactivation process is complete.
Because it is.
Guys, there's more coming. Objective complete.
Careful, you'll break your leg. That's why you just play in front of the mirror. You don't walk around.
Oh, I did it, baby. Oh, I got a transporter.
I don't know this.
Ooh, nigga, I got a transporter.
Because I used to have a job that I wore those shoes on. And a lot of them have come from your dad. All the black
With
ones
the
are mine.
transporter reactivated, you can now move more quickly and safely. Should you discover other transporters during your searches, I recommend...
Teleportation for better. I've thought this kind of technology... But now that I've seen this, I know I'm right.
Right about...
How a group like the Charon Corps, who were this advanced, got wiped out. It wasn't wanderers. It was people. But whether it was some kind of internal conflict or an outside force, I don't know.
That is illogical. As we discussed before, in an environment such as DJ's, there can be no advantage to humans working against one another.
After all, you and the captain were technically members of opposing forces. Yet here you are working together.
Yeah, well, people don't always do the smart thing. And I make no promises I won't shoot the captain in the back if I have to. You just watch out. If we do come across
Look,
survivors
Saturday
here,
Night
do
Live
not
is
let your
about the
guard down.
coronavirus. Did you hear this?
Same goes with me.
Not listening.
What'd you say?
I just started the last night, or 2 nights ago, Saturday Night Live. Those look kind of cute on you.
You can't turn that up all the
And
way.
it's about the coronavirus. Look at your daughter.
You cool, you can't turn
Look
that
at
up
your
all the
daughter
way.
in my shoes.
Thank you all for coming. I'm Vice President Mike Pence.
Look.
Turn it down. Okay.
Most of you know me from
Your
the
son has
sentence,
high heels
even
on.
if Trump was removed, we'd still be stuck with Mike Pence. President Trump has put me in charge of the coronavirus, even though I don't believe in science. And I have to admit, this disease has been quite a test for my
He's
faith.
gonna fall,
Just like
Fiona.
dinosaur
Don't tell him
bones
to get
or
up.
Timothy
You might
Shelby.
come across some supplies for wounded survivors. Why don't you go take a look?
We've assembled a very experienced team of some of the best people left in government.
Captain, go and investigate the helicopter crash site.
Brilliant minds
Wait,
in medicine,
I'm against that.
Dr. Ben Carson.
Say we're going to scavenge supplies. We should scope it out for a while before moving in, right?
Your proposal is extremely illogical. Taking into account crash trajectory, fuselage damage level, and other factors, the chances of survival currently stand at approximately 11.2%. This will decrease by 3% every hour. The sooner we check for survivors, the better.
Survivors are the problem. You feel like having this conversation again?
But securing personnel will be essential to completing the mission.
I guess that's
But
that.
don't panic.
Let
There
me
are
know when you're done
simple
so I can put
precautions
them
you
on.
can all take, like covering your mouth when you cough, and as always, closing your eyes during interviews.
Come here, I'll help you.
We suggest getting these wonderful Make America Great Again masks.
I have updated the situation.
It's not that you don't raise a valid point, Mr. Reed, but this is part of the mission. You should go and investigate.
The important thing is that now is the time for unity, and not the time to politicize this issue. So let's take some questions.
Yes, Mike.
Scoot your toes as far forward
What
as
are you
can
doing
pull
here?
the-
How'd you
Yeah,
get
there
past security?
Well, I just walked in coughing and everybody got out of my way. My question is, doesn't it seem like a good time to have a president who's confident and capable, even if that candidate lacks charisma or ability to connect with human beings?
Mr. Bloomberg, with all due respect, I'm not sure that I understand your question.
Okay, let me say it for you in Spanish. Porque el presidente Trumpito is mucho ay ay ay. Am I correct?
Yeah, I got a question for you, Mayor.
What are you doing here?
Did you really think you were going to get away from me now?
Yeah, get your foot forward.
It's my job now. I follow you around, make your life a living hell. I might be fit for the cold, but I'm number one in your nightmares.
Speaking of number one, guess who just kicked? South Cracker Barrel.
Joe Biden, you look different.
Yeah, the surgery is starting to settle. Now listen, folks.
Yeah, we need to
If we want to fight China, we gotta be smart.
Wait, well, I need to put all this
We gotta
away.
make sure to get new teeth dirty.
You want to play with these? Here, you can
Good
put
news,
them
true
back.
story based loosely on fake events. The year was 19 Ricky Tikki Tavi. And me and Nelson Mandela were palling around South Africa Green Book style. We have one elephant between us, and who do we run into but the Ebola monkey? And weird story longer, I wrestled that sucker to mercy. Beep, bop, bip. That's how I convinced Mandela that Wiley was okay.
What about me possibly winning the nomination, huh? With all of this, folks, universal health care doesn't sound too crazy now, does it?
Bernie, this is not the time to politicize this issue.
Hey, I'm having the best week of my freaking life. I had a little setback in South Carolina, but I'm ahead in the other polls. Wall Street billionaires are losing their shirts, and best of all, nobody wants to come near me, much less touch me. I'm in heaven.
Can I speak?
Hey, sure, why don't you start telling us what's in that NDA?
I keep telling you, it's nothing. It's just, I made a little joke to a female employee, and she didn't like it.
Yeah, what was the joke?
All right, knock, knock.
Who's that?
It's your boss, Mike. Listen, get rid of that baby. Did you get it?
Those are some good things.
Okay. Well, why don't I take a question from a real reporter? You, sir.
Yes. I'm actually Mayor Pete Buttigieg. I'm a candidate too for the next 3 days.
Back off, Buttigieg.
Yeah, the whole moderate from the Midwest
Hey,
is
you guys
mine.
need to
So
stop
stay out of my
running
Carolina
amok.
bitch. I'm from Minnesota, so I will cut you. In line at Target, son.
I'm sorry, son. Don't treat me like a child. I was mayor.
Oh, yes,
Angela,
you were.
get time out. Yeah.
Jealous up there. It's my space.
I just want to say two things, America. Number one, we need someone who can handle this, that we can trust. Mayor Bloomberg supported
Johnny,
Homestead
turn that
Bank.
off now.
He supported Lindsey Graham. He funded SARS. He invented travel. He was responsible for McDonald's serving spaghetti. He wrote and directed the movie Cats.
Stop arguing,
He
guys.
dumped your bags in the ocean for cargo holds on Spirit Airlines. This is a bad man. And number two, use purely.
Johnny,
What?
we might as well order Domino's and order them a piece of Cuban.
No, they have food downstairs.
They ate it all at once.
No, they didn't.
Look, I was just down there.
There's muffins and other stuff I have for them. I don't have all that kind of money to spend, dude.
Johnson's good old-fashioned bar soap and scalding hot water.
I bought them McDonald's earlier.
Instead of the
But you
chicken,
know what
we'll
was
get
Brendan
them a
washing his
pizza.
hands?
Sure.
Joseph Stalin.
Yes, they can, Angela. That's not up to you.
Look, I'm not afraid
And
of
the
little
baby's
cops.
just a
I
baby.
announced my
When you get
campaign in a
older, your dad
snowstorm.
won't
I
allow him
mean,
to
that
do
was
things
insane.
like
A snowstorm. Who would do that? I'm in it to win it, baby. I don't know when to quit. And that might be a problem.
Can I just mention, I'm the only candidate up here
That's
who's
not
not
up
going
to
to
me.
lose.
I would do it differently.
Oh, no, to the coronavirus. You know, you're all in very high-risk demographics.
You want to talk high risk? I have it on good authority that Pete Buttigieg is a hand cougher. Yeah. He coughs right into the hand.
Okay, well, we're gonna
Not the
order
elbow, which we
some.
can all agree is not perfect.
Angela, Gianna, stop
America
being
doesn't
loud.
need a hand cougher. They need a president who was old enough to know Typhoid Mary. And one other thing, and this goes for all of you. Live from New York City!
It's Saturday Night Live. With Jack Bennett, Amy Briner, Michael Che, Pete Davidson,
great to be here hosting Saturday Night Live. My name is John Mulaney, and if you're watching at home and you don't know who I am, I'm sorry. I am like Louis Farrakhan. I mean a lot to a small group of people. It's a leap year Saturday, and I am the first person to ever host Saturday Night Live on a leap year Saturday. Very excited. I am also the first host to have done the least in between his second and third times hosting. I have nothing coming up. I am here to promote the month of March. March, with winter head spring. March. Clap with your father is between the ages of 60 and 75. What's going on with them? What's wrong with them? They're so emotional. My dad hugs me so tightly sometimes, I'm like, is one of us about to die? And my dad has no friends. And your dad has no friends. If you think your dad has friends, you're wrong. Your mom has friends, and they have husbands. Those are not your dad's friends. Why do none of our baby boomer dads have friends? I have a few theories. One, they forgot. Two, they want to be alone. Dads want to be alone. I'm not a dad, but I observe one. And he would go into a room and he'd read about World War II. All of our dads are cramming for some World War II quiz show. And I can't wait to watch it. We're just going to change channels and see our dad put in $900,000 on Normandy trivia. Another theory I have is that dads really only care about money. But you're not allowed to talk about money in the United States. It's taboo, so they don't have anything to talk about, so they have no friends. A friend of mine once told me that he would rather his wife die than go through a divorce with her. He said that to me. Later that day, I asked him, hey, what are you making this year? And he said, that's personal. It is hard to make friends when you're an adult man. I think that's the greatest miracle of Jesus, truly, is that he was a 33-year-old man, and he had 12 best friends. And they were not his wife's friends' husbands, and he didn't meet them a long time ago in school. He met them in his 30s. 12 best friends. Remember when your dad went fishing once? These guys went fishing every day. And they were all best friends. And he'd do magic tricks for them, and they loved it. He did magic tricks to the one time that he should have done magic, and then he forgot to. They were taking, that must have been disappointing for his 12 best friends. They were taking him away in chains, and they're like, do the chain trick. He's like, I don't know how to break chains. Shifting topics entirely. It is a leap year, as I said. Leap year began in the year 45 BC under Julius Caesar. This is true. He started the leap year in order to correct the calendar, and we still do it to this day. Another thing that happened under Julius Caesar was he was such a powerful maniac that all the senators grabbed knives and they stabbed him to death. That'd be an interesting thing if we brought that back now. I asked my lawyer if I could make that joke, and he said, let me call another lawyer, and that lawyer said yes. I don't want to dwell on politics, but I dislike the Founding Fathers immensely. They're a weird group of guys. I hate when people are like, God has never created such a great group of men as the Founding Fathers. Yeah, the 92 Bulls. The 92 Bulls from the Founding Fathers. The 96 Bulls, maybe. That's actually a perfect metaphor for the United States. When I was a boy, the United States was like Michael Jordan in 1992. And now, the United States is like Michael Jordan now. The Founding Fathers were dumb because they made the Constitution and they numbered it, and the order is weird. They sat down, they had a feather, they knew how to make a feather, just being jerks. Amendment number 1, freedom of speech, and freedom of assembly, and freedom of religion. Okay, that's 1. How about 2? You can have all the guns you want! For 2? How about like 17, 19? No! 2! Guns! Alright, let's just put guns. He seems upset, alright? Amendment number 3. The Army can't live in your house. Okay, buddy, I think you're going through your own thing in life right now. And I feel for you. I think a soldier might be sleeping with your wife, and you want to grab a gun and kill him. And I feel for you, but that cannot affect the list. This is like a forever list. And we haven't even gotten to basics, like morning time is when you eat breakfast. So put it down in writing. The Army can't live in your house. And don't you thank God every day for that Third Amendment? The other afternoon, this was Tuesday, I was in my apartment and the buzzer rang, and it was 101st Airborne. And they said, permission to live in your house? And I went, Third Amendment. And he said, gentlemen, he's invoked the third. Let's fall out and find another house to live in. A thing that we do. In summary and in summation, a very nice thing happened to me this year. It was truly lovely. A young woman from the Make-A-Wish Foundation made it her wish to meet me. And this was I was very flattered by that. I was very honored that she wanted to meet me. I was very concerned that she used her wish to meet me. I'm not someone, you need to wish to meet. I'm around. I take the 4-5 express train a lot. I take the 6. You can find me. You need the Make a Plan Foundation to find me. But I wanted to do it, and she said, I just want to see how you spend a day. And I said, oh no, that's even worse. I wouldn't wish that on a healthy adult. So, I didn't want her to...
Confrontation.
Get off of my porch. I will shoot you.
Tensions boiling over at the doorstep of Los Angeles County District Attorney Jackie Lacey, ending with her husband pulling a gun on protesters for several seconds, then slamming the door.
Get off of my porch. Right now. We're calling the police right now.
The video captured by members of Black Lives Matter.
His finger was on the trigger, and he had trained the gun at my chest.
Lacey must go.
Gathering outside Lacey's home early Monday morning, protesting her office's handling of certain cases. Lacey says the handgun is registered, adding this isn't the first time she's faced harassment. Her office has turned this case over to another agency.
He's profoundly sorry that he meant no one any harm. That it was just him and I in that house. And we really didn't know what was about to happen. I, too, am sorry if anybody was harmed.
On the eve of her re-election bid, one of LA's top law enforcement officials not campaigning, but apologizing for a heated confrontation on her own property. Steve Patterson, NBC News.
A superstar of business has died. Jack Welch, the longtime chairman and CEO of General Electric, who transformed it into one of the world's most valuable companies, was 84. Here's Jolene Kent.
My name is Jack Welch. I'm Chairman and Chief Executive Officer of General Electric.
Born in 1935 to a working-class family in Massachusetts, Jack Welch started at GE as a chemical engineer. During his 2 decades at the top, Welch grew GE's market value 40-fold to more than $400 billion. But he also cut more than 100,000 jobs, earning him the nickname Neutron Jack. In 1986, Welch oversaw GE's purchase of NBC, the parent company of NBC News, later sold in 2011. Known for his warm management style and eye for talent, Welch was named Fortune's Manager of the Century. Tonight, Jack's beloved wife Susie calling him a man who changed the world by touching people deeply and authentically.
How can I ever regret? I had a great run.
Jolene Kent, NBC News.
Up next, the amazing feat that propelled her into the Olympics.
With our laser-measured floor liners, no-drill mud flaps, cargo liner, bump step, plus cup foam to secure your phone, and even seat protectors, WeatherTech has everything you need to keep winter out of your vehicle. Order today at WeatherTech.com. Made right in America.
With the Capital One Flavor Card, you earn 4%
So I ordered the food. Don't play with that. I just cleaned it. I ordered the food, and the food was $19.56, and then after the delivery and the taxes, it was $27. So our food was
Tensions boiling over at the doorstep of Los Angeles County District Attorney Jackie Lacey.
And then that's how much they charge you in delivery and taxes. I'm coming to you. I got your diaper right here. I need that.
Yeah, I'll get it.
I don't want to get stuck with you at 3.
Today,
If
your
you could get it
information is more
prepared in a
exposed than
minute or
ever.
two, that'd be great.
I will.
Shop, bank,
It'll only take me a
or
second.
browse online, you're vulnerable to cyber
I didn't get
criminals.
anything extra,
More
you
threats
guys.
demand
They're
more
just
protection.
eating pizza. I
That's
want
why
no
Norton and
complaints
Wi-Fi
about
are
it.
now one, combining
You're
device
lucky you're getting anything.
VPN,
Daddy already
online
got you
privacy, and
McDonald's
LifeLock
like 2
identity
hours
theft
ago.
protection backed by $1 million
Yeah, you're
protection
gonna eat
plan.
pizza too.
Get all-in-one protection on Norton.com.
Do you have concerns about mild memory loss related to aging? Prevagen is the #1 pharmacist-recommended memory support brand. You can find it in the vitamin aisle in stores everywhere. Prevagen, healthier brain, better life.
She a girl to do, she do her makeup.
The U.S. and markets are plunging for a
No,
second
you
straight
a
day.
boy, remember?
The U.S. is underprepared.
No, you don't
Managing
need
a
makeup,
crisis
you're a
is
boy.
what Mike Bloomberg does. In the aftermath of 9/11, he stayed and rebuilt America's largest city, oversaw emergency response to natural disasters, upgraded hospital preparedness to manage health crises, and is funding cutting-edge research to contain epidemics. Tested, ready.
I'm Mike Bloomberg, and I approve this message.
Allergies with sinus congestion and pressure.
What are you playing?
Go to the pharmacy counter for powerful Claritin D. While the leading allergy spray is indicated for 6 symptoms, Claritin D is indicated for 8, including sinus congestion and pressure. Claritin D. Get more.
I told you no. Don't you spray anything, Gianna.
Serious money. You could be next.
I can smell that you sprayed something, Gianna. I mean, that more spraying that heaven.
That big battle simulator. And
She's a
there's
janitor's
over
daughter.
a range
She's
of
become one of the
160
country's
units
fiercest
and
advocates.
300 special weapons.
She came up with
No,
an
that's
idea
something like-
for a new independent
God,
agency
please, Gianna.
standing up for consumers and middle-class families.
Gianna,
She's done
I
it while
like that.
facing some very tough opposition.
That's
Unfortunately, she's very
something
tough. Elizabeth
What did you
understands
say?
what I strongly believe, that a strong,
With
growing
$19 for our
economy
food.
begins with a strong and thriving middle class.
I'm Elizabeth Warren and I approve this message.
They charge you $9 tax free. That's the delivery charge. It's $5.99. So in that delivery charge, they better tip their driver.
Yeah,
And I
right.
think they do now.
No, they don't. That's for something else.
What, gas?
I
So they
forget.
pay you for your gas
Yeah.
At the end of the night, I used to work there.
Yeah, well, that's where it comes from.
Incredible performance.
The 25-year-old
Oh my
pledged her
God,
ticket to
yeah,
Tokyo
I get it.
by securing a spot on the Olympic team.
And ever since I was a little kid, this is like the only thing I've ever dreamed about doing.
She found her stride in middle school, shattering
You need to
records in
bring
high
it
school,
over, though.
then becoming an All-American cross-country runner at the University of Notre Dame. But in 2016, Seidel was sidelined by multiple injuries, crippling anxiety, and a
This is
serious...
purple mascara.
No, I like to.
Before I even got
It's
to
not gonna really show up.
She got help and got healthy. Now working 2 jobs to fund her running career as a babysitter and a
Yes,
barista
I
in
said
Boston,
I would do
where
it
she
this
lives with
one
her sister,
time. I mean,
even
just
running
'cause
turkey
you're
trot's
playing.
in costume. Fine.
If you were going somewhere, you
Carat for $7.90, 1 carat $19.90, 2 carat $59.90. Plus thousands of GIA diamonds at the guaranteed lowest price with thousands of designer mounts by Factory Direct and Save, the Jewelry Exchange Renton.
It's all about quality of service. Service on 3. 1, 2, 3.
I
I'm
think
Bobby
I've
Wagner,
given you
GM
more
of
than
Beacon
that.
Plumbing. Stop freaking. Call Beacon.
I have more. I have.
Chicago the Musical, coming to the Paramount Theater April 2nd through the 5th. Tickets at stgpresents.org.
Can you pick whatever that is? Hold on, I don't know if I can find it. Hold on. Well, I have a makeup bag with a bunch in it. Hold on.
Ray's Sagging Concrete, 1-866 Slabjack.
Now that we're paying a lot more attention to washing our hands than before. Health experts say a lot of us are only doing half the job.
As a result, we're leaving thousands of germs on our hands that can still spread disease. Consumer problem solver Connie Thompson has a special test to help us all get it right.
Very interesting. The director of infectious diseases at UW-Medicine lent me what I call a hand-washing detector that helps demonstrate why experts are so adamant about specific hand-washing techniques. And I found a local woman who considers herself a very good hand washer. Yvonne Zasky says she always pays attention to hand washing. As a licensed massage therapist, she knows how much hands spread germs.
Well, because there's so many different strains of flu, I've always been really conscious of public places.
She considers herself a very good hand washer, so I asked her to try what she thinks is a special sanitizing lotion.
Rub it into your hands.
We both used the lotion, and then, after a few minutes, I asked Yvonne to wash her hands. What Yvonne doesn't realize is that lotion is really simulated germs that glow under ultraviolet light. It's called Glow Germ, part of a training kit to help teach proper hand washing. In past Glow Germ tests, I've shown you just how much we touch our face with germy hands that can spread disease. Yvonne spends the recommended 20 seconds washing what appears to be every part of her hands. Then, lights out. Here are my hands with simulated germs under the UV light. You can really see the contrast around my fingernails. These are Yvonne's hands after washing. Pretty good overall, except for the glowing germ residue in her cuticles and under her nails.
It was still surprising, even though I thought I was doing a really thorough job, to know that there were some areas that I missed.
So I rub my fingers in a little spot like that.
Infectious disease experts say if you're serious about preventing illness, don't just wash your hands, take the time to wash them the right way. Doctors say plain, ordinary soap is enough to do the job if you wash thoroughly for at least 20 seconds and scrub all of your hands, including the thumbs and the fingertips and under your nails. And when you can't use soap, the same comprehensive second 20-second rule applies to hand sanitizer on the fingertips, the thumbs, between the nails, so that you're really sanitizing. Otherwise, you're just fooling yourself.
Do not bring that looking light to my house.
I'm so glad that you didn't test us.
Doesn't it really show you that washing your hands is a serious thing?
Amazing.
And then keep the hands away from the face.
Thank you, Connie.
Still have numbers in 6 continuing coverage of the COVID-19 outbreak.
Coronavirus concerns, and it's not just these cleaning products that people are clamoring for, it's the everyday things that we use: bread, toilet paper. Experts really insisting, don't panic, just prepare.
With Turbo Extreme Rigid Flooring from Great Floors, high performance runs deep. It's extremely durable with the look, protection, and guarantee you expect from a high performance floor. Turbo Extreme from Great Floors. Shop local, shop. Shouldn't you pay less when you use less data? Now you can.
Me. So I can get this clay now, or is
No, you can't move. You cannot look in the mirror. You need to hold the stuff.
No, that's too bad.
Visit Geico.com and see how easy saving on renter's insurance can be.
Have you ever filled your heart? I mean, truly filled it to the brim. There's a place where it's not just possible, it's a way of life. You're in a charming village with one friend, or down at the beach, and who knows? So fill your heart with the stuff that keeps it beating. Fill your heart. Discover more at Ireland.com.
Hey, Sierra, you ever heard of Beachbody On Demand? Hold on a second. Here is your free membership. I'm Carl Deichler, the CEO of Beachbody, and I just sent a free membership to another customer. And I'm giving away 10,000 free memberships a week to anyone who texts me right now to try our new Beachbody On Demand fitness and nutrition app. It gives you access to all of our best-selling fitness programs. Text GO to 303030, and I'll send you your own free membership.
Why should you call Pacific Heating and Cooling for your furnace tune-up? A furnace tune-up includes the cleaning and inspection of your furnace burner and heat exchanger. In addition to ensuring safe operation, this will keep your furnace running efficiently all winter. Call Pacific Heating and Cooling to schedule your tune-up today.
Cairo 7 News is brought to you by Emerald Queen Hotel and Casinos.
Like that again. You gotta hold still.
Breaking news tonight, the death toll rises.
Go get a baby
6
wipe and
deaths
wipe
in the
under your
U.S.
eyes.
from the coronavirus. At least 4
Right
in
down
nursing
the
homes.
street.
So why aren't all the patients there being
Right down
tested?
the street.
They're being held hostage in a petri dish. Tonight, as the number of cases spikes, health officials are scrambling to contain the virus here
No
at
way,
home.
Juju.
And a top American health official says the outbreak is reaching pandemic proportions. Also tonight, America prepares. Down, a canceled. And tonight, hospitals tell us they need more testing kits. Grounded Airlines suspend more flights to virus hot zones. What you need to know before you travel. Startling prediction. The country's top epidemic expert tells us why he believes up to 70% of adults worldwide could be infected with the coronavirus.
It's going to be very disruptive.
Also breaking tonight, Democratic shakeup. On the eve of Super Tuesday, Amy Klobuchar drops out and teams up with Pete Buttigieg to support Joe Biden. We'll have new details tonight on the big changes in the Democratic race. Up to 100 vehicles crash on a snowy highway. Why the road was still closed 24 hours later. And he got the greatest actors to bare their souls. We'll remember James Lipton from Inside the Actors Studio.
This is the CBS Evening News with Nora O'Donnell, reporting from the nation's capital.
Good evening to our viewers in the West. We begin with another dramatic and deadly turn in the coronavirus outbreak. Today, health officials in Washington state announced 4 new deaths, bringing the total to 6, all in the Seattle area. Researchers say the virus may have been circulating in the area for weeks undetected, and more cases are likely. There are now at least 100 cases of coronavirus in 14 states around the U.S. And a short time ago, Vice President Pence said the first treatments for coronavirus could be available in the summer. There's a lot to get to tonight, and we have teams covering all angles. Jonathan Vigliotti leads us off in Kirkland, Washington.
King County, Washington is now the epicenter of the nation's coronavirus outbreak.
We have moved to a new stage in the fight to contain, mitigate, and manage this outbreak.
County Executive Dow Constantine.
We are in final negotiations to purchase a motel in which we can place patients who are in need of isolation.
Of the at least 6 dead across the state, 4 are from the Life Care Center in Kirkland, and were among 5 that passed away nearby at Evergreen Health Medical Center. The 6th person in the state who succumbed to the illness lived in Snohomish County. All were over the age of 40. How they were exposed to the virus remains unknown. Carmen Gray's mother, Susan Bell, is under quarantine at the facility.
For your mother to be tested for coronavirus, what did they tell you?
That she did not meet the criteria at this time. We're trying to find out what it is that they're doing for her.
How do you hold it together with such
not
composure?
holding it together too well. This is beyond frustrating.
Tonight, fear across America is growing, with cases confirmed in at least 14 states, including in New York, where a healthcare worker who returned from Iran with the virus is now quarantined in her Manhattan home. And overseas, as the number of new cases reported in China slows, clusters of infections outside of the country continue to expand. Students in Milan are being taught virtually, with the number of coronavirus cases in Italy doubling over the weekend to nearly 1,700. Pope Francis caused concern, stopping to cough during Sunday prayers. Vatican officials say he's only suffering from a bad cold. In Paris, tourists have been shut out of the Louvre, the art inside the world's most visited museum, now off limits. But back in Washington tonight, there's concern the death toll at this nursing facility will only grow. And state health officials say resources are stretched thin and only the critically ill are being taken to the hospital. They believe there are many more people out there with the virus that don't know it, and warned this could be the tip of the iceberg. Nora?
All right, Jonathan, thank you. Today, the North Star Mall in San Antonio, Texas was closed for a deep cleaning after word that a woman who tested positive for the coronavirus visited there over the weekend. Schools and hospitals all over the country are taking action. And Meg Oliver reports tonight on whether America is prepared.
Officials trying to calm fears today, urging preparedness, not panic.
We are prepared and we are staying vigilant.
One school in Little Falls, New Jersey now disinfects 4 times a day.
So you're in full preparation, absolutely. In case a pandemic happens, you're ready.
Absolutely. From cleaning to teaching remotely, Superintendent Tracy Marinelli says her district is ready for the worst. Teachers are proficient in virtual classrooms, and every student has a portable device to take home in case of an emergency.
If I hit this video chat, every student will show up on my page.
Some schools in at least 5 states closed today. But at the front lines are hospitals and nursing homes.
These assisted living facilities, the nursing homes, you absolutely need to take proper precautions about who's being allowed in those facilities.
Some people are stockpiling supplies, buying masks, hand sanitizer, water, and paper products. Retailers warning there may be a shortage.
When people are in a panic, they're going to buy as much of it in bulk.
And now the National College Players Association, an athlete advocacy group, is calling on the NCAA to consider holding March Madness games without fans.
I don't wear red.
I talked to several superintendents across New Jersey today. Many of them are sending out letters like this one, asking students to stay home if they're sick. But some admit they still don't have plans.
Angelo, give it to me now. Okay, give it to me and get the hell out of here then. You don't want to fucking listen?
March Madness too, Meg. Thank you. Tonight, the CDC recommends travelers avoid non-essential travel to China, Iran, South Korea, and Italy. Many big carriers have suspended flights to those places, and we're learning about new screening procedures for passengers entering here in the U.S. Chris Van Cleave is at Reagan National Airport. And Chris, how will this virus impact travel?
April.
Well, airlines have already suspended flights to the hotspots, but they're canceling other ones and say there could be more to come. Businesses like Amazon and Google are suspending business travel for tens of thousands of their employees. That means bookings are soft. Airlines are worried. Some are telling employees to take unpaid leave and freezing wages. British Airways, because of declining demand, has canceled right around 200 flights so far for this month, including 12 to JFK. Nora, typically that's their most lucrative route.
And Chris, what about those potentially 6 passengers from around the world? How are they being screened?
We're getting new details about that. Vice President Mike Pence says the way they want this system to work is that they'll be screened before they leave the country of origin. Then they'll be screened again when they get to the U.S. They're looking for signs of increased temperature or other signs of illness. If they show it, they could be taken to a hospital immediately upon returning to the U.S. Now, starting tonight, people who are returning from China or Iran or have been in those countries in the last 14 days and are U.S. citizens will be screened as
Dude, I'm dressed. I gave you the money. I'm dressed. You asked for the money. What's wrong with you?
Angelo, don't touch that door.
South Korea and Italy, Vice President Pence says they should be in place by the morning.
Those are strict. All right, Chris, thank you. Later this week, Congress is expected to take up a $6 to $8 billion package in emergency spending to help fight the coronavirus. This as President Trump says travel restrictions and quarantines have helped contain its spread. Paula Reed reports tonight from the White House.
President Trump today challenged the leaders of major pharmaceutical companies to see who could manufacture a coronavirus vaccine the fastest.
We'll seek to bring all effective treatments to market as soon as possible.
The administration is also grappling with a shortage of test kits for the virus. CBS News has learned government officials discovered contamination in a CDC lab in Atlanta, where the first batch of test kits were developed. The Department of Health and Human Services is now investigating. In a statement, the FDA said the issue has been fixed and these tests have passed extensive quality control procedures. HHS says it now has enough kits to test 75,000 people, and the administration loosened restrictions on state and private laboratories developing their own diagnostic kits.
The estimates that we're getting from industry right now, by the end of this week, close to 1 million tests will be able to be performed.
President Trump is holding a campaign rally tonight in Charlotte, North Carolina. It's expected to draw about 13,000 supporters. And earlier today, the president said that he believes it is safe to hold an event like this, even amid this larger outbreak. Nora?
All right, Paula, thank you. Worldwide, the coronavirus death toll now tops 3,000 with nearly 90,000 cases. But even those numbers are nothing compared to what could happen in the months ahead. Today, CBS News' Jim Axelrod spoke with one of this country's top experts from Harvard on viruses who has a startling prediction.
The number that I think is grabbing a lot of people is this estimate. 40 to 70% of the world's adult population could be.
I had my boxers on.
Accurate? That is, it's a projection, so we will find out if
There's
it's accurate as things go on.
Adding to the alarm, the virus can spread so rapidly people can transmit it before they know they're infected. So what would that mean in the U.S., where there are more than 200 million adults?
200 million adults, 40% becoming infected. Yes,
So 80
that is a lot of
million
people. Yes, I think there's a reasonable chance that there will be public gatherings will be restricted.
If Harvard epidemiologist Mark Lipsich's models are even close, that's alarming, especially because 1% of those who get symptoms are projected to die. But his projections come with caution.
There's another factor there that we don't know, which is of the people who get infected, what proportion are going to get symptoms at all? If it really does spread as widely as that projection says, and that's what I think is likely to happen, then there are going to be millions of people dying. I don't think there's any way to get around that.
But even Lipsich's warnings come with an important perspective. Is this coronavirus an existential threat?
This is not an existential threat. It's very much like a bad pandemic of influenza, which we experienced arguably twice or three times in the 20th century. But none of those brought civilization close to its knees. They made things awful for a while.
And this won't either.
And this will not either.
Jim Axelrod, CBS News, Boston.
Now to campaign 2020 and some dramatic changes. Amy Klobuchar dropped out of the race today, one day after Pete Buttigieg called it quits. And tonight, both are endorsing Joe Biden, giving the former vice president a big boost on the eve of Super Tuesday. Ed O'Keefe reports on the sudden change.
Senator Amy Klobuchar, who dropped out today, and Pete Buttigieg, who dropped out yesterday, were back on the campaign trail tonight, telling their supporters to vote for Joe Biden tomorrow.
I'm delighted to endorse and support Joe Biden for president.
It's meant to consolidate the moderate wing of the Democratic Party and blunt the rise of Senator Bernie Sanders.
There's an awful lot of people who are running for office who don't want to run for Congress and get that self-proclaimed socialist.
One endorsement still on the table, that of former President Obama. Biden tells our Caitlin Huey Burns.
Here's you said diaper?
Yeah, obviously I'm trying to feed all three kids.
Oh, good job, motherfucker.
To win a primary that drew the highest Democratic turnout ever. His crowds and fundraising have both seen a boost. But Sanders is still the national frontrunner. Polls show him ahead in delegate-rich California and Texas, and neck and neck with Senator Elizabeth Warren in her home state of Massachusetts.
The corporate elite is getting very nervous about our campaign, and they are doing everything that they possibly can in every way to try to stop us.
Former New York Mayor Michael Bloomberg, who says he's not going anywhere, spoke with both Buttigieg and Klobuchar today.
I thought both of them behaved themselves, it's a nice way of phrasing, but they represented their country and their states very well. And I felt sorry for them, but I'm in it to win it.
One other good sign for Biden, he raised about $10 million in the 24 hours after his South Carolina win. But Sanders and Warren have raised much more, and they're all dwarfed in a financial sense by Bloomberg, who appears tomorrow for the first time on a ballot. Nora?
All right, Ed, thank you so much. Let's bring in our chief Washington correspondent, Major Garrett. All right, Major, where could these endorsements help Joe Biden?
So positive developments, but probably not going to have maximum impact tomorrow night. Why? Because three big states, California, Texas, Colorado, have voted for a while. It takes a while for voters to process this. Plus, Bernie Sanders and his supporters are going to look at this and say, the establishment is after us. We better gird and work even harder, not only now, but in contests to come. So what are the contests to come? Well, next week, several races, two big prizes, Michigan, Ohio, 261 delegates. 1 week later, three contests, Florida, Illinois, Arizona, 441 delegates. The message to those thinking about Joe Biden, he can deny Bernie Sanders the nomination outright and keep this fight going.
Some big prizes still ahead, even after Super Tuesday. What kind of pressure does this put on Mike Bloomberg and Senator Elizabeth Warren?
Completely different. First of all, Mike Bloomberg, what is his slogan? Mike gets it done. What's the it? Delegates or victories? If he doesn't have very much of either tomorrow, the whole rationale for his campaign implodes. Elizabeth Warren, who in the Democratic Party is going to pressure the last woman standing to get out? Answer, no one. Why is she staying in? Possibly, Nora, to position herself at the Democratic convention, if it's deadlocked, as a compromise sitting between Joe Biden and Bernie Sanders.
To have some leverage. Major Garrett, thank you. And this programming note, we'll have live coverage of the Super Tuesday. Returns tomorrow, beginning at 8 Eastern, 5 o'clock in the West, right here on CBS News. There is still much more ahead on tonight's CBS Evening News. Protesters wanted a word with the county prosecutor, but what they got was a gun pointed at them. New details on a multi-vehicle pileup that shut down a major highway for more than 24 hours. And later, we remember James Lipton and some of his greatest moments inside the Actors Studio.
Thousands of women with metastatic breast cancer, which is breast cancer that has spread to other parts of the body, are living in the moment and taking Ibrance. Ibrance with an aromatase inhibitor is for postmenopausal women or for men with HR-positive, HER2-negative metastatic breast cancer.
Thank you, babe, for ordering the food.
Ibrance plus letrozole significantly delayed disease progression versus letrozole and shrank tumors in over half of patients. Patients taking Ibrance can develop low white blood cell counts, which may cause serious infections that can lead to death. Ibrance may cause severe inflammation of the lungs that can lead to death. Tell your doctor right away if you have more worsening symptoms, including trouble breathing, shortness of breath, cough, or chest pain. Before taking Ibrance, tell your doctor if you have fever, chills, or other signs of infection, liver or kidney problems, are pregnant, breastfeeding, or plan to become pregnant. Common side effects include low red blood cell and low platelet counts, infections, tiredness, nausea, sore mouth, abnormalities in liver blood tests, diarrhea, hair thinning or loss, vomiting, rash, and loss of appetite. Be in your moment. Ask your doctor about Ibrance.
Carvana's had a lot of firsts. 100% online car buying, car
So good, babe.
and now putting you in control of your finances. At Carvana, get personalized terms, browse for cars that fit your budget, and customize your down payment and monthly payment. And these are made up numbers. It's what you'll really pay, right down to the penny. Whether you're shopping or just looking, it only takes a few seconds and it won't affect your credit score. Finally, a totally different way to finance your ride. Only from Carvana, the new way to buy a car.
I had a heart problem. I was trying to get an aspirin regimen. I just didn't listen until I almost lost my life. My doctors again ordered me to take aspirin, and I do.
You should have talked to your doctor before you begin an aspirin regimen.
Listen to the doctor. Take it seriously.
Frustrated that everyday activities cause wrinkles and there's nothing you can do about it? Downy Wrinkle Guard is a fabric conditioner that helps protect you from wrinkles all day. Pants washed with Downy Wrinkle Guard and detergent are virtually wrinkle-free. Try Downy Wrinkle Guard.
Never run dry, a killer attitude, good moves, or hydration. Neutrogena Hydro Boost, the #1 hyaluronic acid moisturizer, delivers 2 times the hydration for supple, bouncy skin. Neutrogena.
As more people in our area come in contact with coronavirus, we'll take you in depth on how this outbreak is affecting you and your loved ones. First, patients at the local nursing home being monitored for coronavirus. The ones that are with it. Your problems are why they're still letting people through the doors. Then a look at how schools that have canceled classes are trying to stay ahead of the outbreak. Also, we are sorting fact from fiction about the questions you may have about this coronavirus outbreak. Next at 7. Tonight, a 200-mile stretch of Interstate 80 remains closed in Wyoming more than 24 hours after at least 3 people were killed and dozens hurt in a pileup involving as many as 100 vehicles. It happened during a brutal winter storm. Workers are still untangling and removing cars. The highway is expected to reopen tomorrow. Tonight, the Los Angeles Police Department is investigating a tense confrontation today at the home of the Los Angeles County District Attorney. Protesters from the group Black Lives Matter knocked on Jackie Lacey's front door at around 5:40 this morning. Well, Lacey's husband, David, opened the door and briefly pointed a gun at the protesters. Lacey later apologized. She is LA County's first black district attorney and has been the target of protests over her office's handling of high-profile cases. The third time may be the charm for Israeli Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu. Exit polls show Netanyahu has a narrow lead in Israel's third election in less than a year, but it's not clear if he'll be able to form a majority coalition in parliament. Netanyahu, seeking his fifth term in office, is due in court this month.
You're so fucked up. You didn't have them take the mushrooms out.
We'll remember actor James Lipton.
Honey, I got a Philly cheesesteak. I didn't put any mushrooms on there.
It comes with mushrooms. You're supposed to click no mushrooms.
Oh my god, I didn't know that, babe. I swear to God.
I thought I tasted them on the fucking shit the whole time.
I swear I did not know that it had. I didn't even know that. I haven't even noticed that. I'm sorry. I've only had one bite of my sandwich, so that's why. Oh, if I had known that, I would have made sure they took it.
With the savings rates offered at some banks, your money almost seems like it's frozen.
That's not onion. Oh, no.
Don't fucking test me.
Babe, I'm sorry. I didn't.
I 5 times the national average.
I did not ask
or here in a Capital One cafe. Plus, there are no fees or minimums on savings or checking accounts. Because that's how it should
onion,
be.
green pepper, cheese, and meat.
This is banking reimagined. What's in your wallet?
What is that?
That there will be a cure for the coronavirus in the summer.
In the summer? That's a long ways away.
He is trying to reason why he shouldn't have to go to school for the rest of the year. He tried this earlier. We had a whole conversation, and I know exactly.
After of 9/11, he studied and rebuilt America's largest city, oversaw emergency response to natural disasters, upgraded hospital preparedness to manage health crises, and he's funding cutting-edge research to contain epidemics.
Settle down a little bit. You guys will go back to once they fumigated, like, sanitize, all the shit they gotta do, that's not my job. I'm not trained in fucking sanitation.
And lower your ability to fight them. Tell your doctor if
I
you
know
have
how
an
to
infection
normally
or symptoms,
sanitize.
or if you had a vaccine or plan to. Serious allergic reactions
Yeah,
may occur.
Gianna, but if I ever see you doing one of those weird challenges, so help me God, I'll whoop your butt and take all your stuff away. Because that's unsafe.
No one likes to feel stuck, boxed in, or held back.
I didn't
Especially
even
with a
realize
major
there's
cloud. It's a problem, but the IBM Cloud is different. It's the most open and secure public cloud for business. It can manage all your apps and data anywhere, so it can help take on anything, from rebooking flights on the fly to restocking shelves on demand, without getting in your way.
Do you have concerns about mild memory loss related to aging? Prevagen is the #1 pharmacist-recommended memory support brand. You can find it in the vitamin aisle in stores everywhere. Prevagen, healthier brain, better life.
There he is. Oh, wow. You're doing really great with the twirling.
Dad, if you want to talk, I have a break at 3.
Okay. I'm going. It's like I wasn't here.
What are you playing?
Keep doing it, buddy.
Switch to progressive and you can save hundreds. You know, like the sign says.
Same game.
Stop dancing around the pain that keeps you up again and again. Advil PM silences pain, and you sleep the whole night. Advil PM.
Too many products, one right on top
As
of another,
many
you're
people in
gonna
our
have to
area
go
come in
out.
contact with coronavirus. We'll take you in depth on how this outbreak is affecting you and your loved ones. Next in a few minutes. The Oscars actor James Lipton has taken a final bow Lipton died today at the
Oh
age
my
of
God, he
93.
died?
On his show Inside the Actor's Studio, Lipton
One of my
interviewed the
favorite
biggest
people
stars in
ever.
show business. Here's Don Daler on
You would
Lipton's
know. His
remarkable
name's James
career.
Lipton. He's told the story of like every celebrity ever who was a broken actor.
Bradley Cooper. Forget the red carpet. If you were an actor during the past few decades, this was where you wanted to be. Sitting next to James Lipton, talking about your craft.
Wasn't there a play in the 4th grade?
It was. It was Around the World in 80 Days.
Inside the Actor's Studio, which Lipton hosted from 1994 when he created the show to 2018 when he left it, featured hour-long conversations with nearly 300 of the world's biggest stars. What began as a masterclass for Lipton students at the Actor's Studio Drama School became must-see television.
That phrase is legalized insanity.
Yes. The intimate setting and Lipton's gentle probing allowed stars to open up like they rarely ever did.
Excuse me.
But
Born
when
in
I
Detroit in
don't have big
1926,
eyelashes
Lipton
on,
worked
they
as a
look just
newspaper
like that,
copy boy,
except they're
radio
longer.
voice actor, screenwriter, musical lyricist, producer, and soap actor.
I know,
But
you
it was
haven't seen him
inside
in a
the
while.
Actor's
Do you want to
Studio
see a
that brought him
picture?
fame. He was parodied by Saturday Night Live.
A film
Here,
which some call
here's a picture of my lashes with the no lashes.
meaning a movie primarily intended for the opposite gender of myself.
After a battle with bladder cancer, Louis James Lipton took his final curtain call at the age of 93. Don Daler, CBS News, New York.
Don't you dare, you fucking
Some of those
cat.
interviews lasted 4 or 5 hours and then were edited down to 1 hour. Nominated for 21 Emmys over the years. We'll be right back.
This portion of the CBS Evening News is sponsored by AstraZeneca.
I know
Visit
what
us
time
at
it is. It's 4 minutes to 7. Like, you need to settle down.
Hi, I'm Bob Harper, and I recently had a heart attack. It changed my life, but I'm a survivor. After my heart attack, my doctor prescribed Brilinta. It's for people who have been hospitalized for a heart attack. Brilinta is taken with a low-dose aspirin, no more than 100 milligrams, as it affects how well Brilinta works. Brilinta helps keep platelets from sticking together and forming a clot. In a clinical study, Brilinta worked better than platelets. Brilinta reduced the chance of having another heart attack or dying.
Don't stop taking Brilinta without talking to your doctor, since stopping it too soon increases your risk of clots in your stomach, heart attack, stroke, and even death. Brilinta may cause bruising or bleeding more easily, or serious, sometimes fatal bleeding. Don't take Brilinta if you have bleeding, like stomach ulcers, a history of bleeding in the brain, or severe liver problems. Slow heart rhythm has been reported. Tell your doctor about bleeding, new or unexpected shortness of breath, any planned surgery, and all medicines you take.
If you recently had a heart attack, ask your doctor. Brilinta is right for you. My heart is worth Brilinta. If you can't afford your medication, AstraZeneca may be able to help.
It's surprising how the bigger a city gets, the smaller it starts to feel. Which makes it even more surprising how big it feels in here. With sliding rear seats, a more available second row legroom, and, say, a Chevy Suburban. This is the completely reimagined 2020 Ford Escape.
These are my round lashes. And, I'm not done.
I can breathe again. Oh. Big size.
Chopping that wood like John Button.
Release gel has laser drill holes. They release medicine fast for fast pain relief.
Ever say that?
Tylenol.
On tomorrow's CBS Evening News, we will preview Super Tuesday, 14 states holding primaries. And we will be back with live coverage beginning at 8 Eastern Time, 5 o'clock in the West for the results. And if you can't watch our evening news live, don't forget to set your DVR so you can watch us later. And that is tonight's CBS Evening News. I'm Nora O'Donnell in Washington. Hope to see you back here tomorrow.
These are my real lashes, right? See how long they are? Those are my real lashes.
I'm on a mission.
Why do you wear the long lashes? You don't have to wear the long lashes, Mommy. I know. They're just a little bit longer. Oh, I mean, there's a lot longer.
The risk for all of us of becoming infected.
Because it makes me feel good, Fiona. When you get older, like it used to be, I would go tanning because I like my skin to be darker. I still like to do that, but I'll get my nails, my hair, my eyebrows.
Patients who are in need of isolation and a place to recover. Tonight, Kairos News takes you in
at helicopter crash site.
Priority now is
I've also identified multiple wanderers. Approach with caution.
coronavirus emergency.
King County declared a state of emergency today as health officials revealed the virus is killing 4 more people.
That being why we are dedicating the next half hour to the coronavirus emergency as the virus spreads in Washington. First, let's get you caught up on the latest details here. Today, state health leaders said the novel coronavirus killed 6 Washingtonians. 18 who confirmed cases in the state. 4 of the deaths, including the 2 announced today, are connected to the Life Care Center nursing facility in Kirkland. This is a complex and unprecedented challenge, locally, nationally, and globally. We expect the number of cases will continue to increase in the coming days and weeks. We're taking this situation extremely seriously.
We have reporters covering multiple aspects of the emergency crosswest from Washington tonight. Deborah Horry is in Malcolm, Essex Porter is in Olympia, and Harrison Brandon, who's live now in Kirkland at the epicenter of this emergency. Allison?
Many family members of patients being cared for here at the Life Care Center of Kirkland.
What are you guys doing to him?
I'm trying to get him moved so I can find the nail polish that I got from my work that the baby lying under the bed.
We talked to colleague Mallory minutes after she visited her mother at Life Care Center of Kirkland.
They wouldn't tell me anything about a roommate who has been removed from
I don't
the
even
facility.
think I have that same color in it. That's why I bought it, because I don't have that.
She's worried her mom was exposed to coronavirus. The health department says there are about 50 possible cases at the skilled nursing facility. Patients and workers. 4 people who received care there died from the virus. We watched 3 ACORs respond today. Protective masks, glasses, and smocks. 1 man was wheeled away. While there are no visitor signs outside, Mallory was determined to check on her mom.
Just a mask. Hand sanitizer. And that was it.
Teddy Tyler is worried about his mother too.
I thought they had fully tested her and we were in the clear for that, so at this point they haven't tested her.
His mom has stomach cancer and spent 3 weeks at Life Care Center of Kirkland. Last week, she came down with what he thought was a cold hospital. Now she's in hospice in isolation.
I just there was something going on that they don't want to. They don't want to admit that she's got the virus, and we've had a lot of people in the room with her.
Now she thinks it's too late.
I feel that
Good job,
I should
Joe.
I thought they did everything to make sure she was safe.
We got a statement from Life Care Center. They told us they are following the recommendations of the CDC, not allowing visitors to posted out live show, but we know at least 1 visitor did go inside today. Now, we're told that guests have to sign in, so the Life Care Center should have a record of who's been here, and a relative of another visitor wonders why all of the visitors haven't been contacted and warned that they should self-quarantine, something we're looking into tonight. Live in Kirkland, Allison Brand, Kairos 7.
Allison, students at senior schools in Covington won't have classes tomorrow, with Kentwood High and Covington Elementary schools being thoroughly cleaned and disinfected. The Highland School District Superintendent made the call this afternoon.
I really need for you to find that nail polish.
To keep the virus from spreading. And students at Eastside Prep in Kirkland will handle their studies online for more than a month. The school confirmed to us the first 3 weeks of the trimester, starting March 9th, will be conducted online. Campus classes will return April 13th. They have no known or suspected cases of the virus, This was decided this was in the best interest of students and staff. Now, this comes as 7 other schools closed today for deep cleaning, and all the schools in the Northshore School District, they will do the same thing tomorrow. Cover 7 Step Report is live tonight in Marble. Deborah, tomorrow's closures, they are directly related to the coronavirus.
Danny, the superintendent of North Shore says that she wants tomorrow to be more of a timeout to give her staff a chance to figure out how they will teach kids if this outbreak gets any worse. But yes, one closed here today because a staff member got so sick she has to be tested for the coronavirus.
I'm a parent not just of a student at Frank Love, but I have 2 high schoolers at Bothell High School.
The decision to close
why are you touching my purse?
No. What do you think about what the school district is doing?
I actually really appreciate what they're doing. I think that
I think you should look in your room, Fiona.
North Shore school officials say a staff member at Frank Love Elementary who had traveled out of the country got so ill her doctor recommended she be tested for the coronavirus. So the school took action. Why did they decide to close the school? People get sick.
That's correct. However, the coronavirus is a different type of sickness, and she was in the school all week last week, so we want to make sure that things are safe.
And she is not alone. Superintendents in 4 other school districts, Mukilteo and Everett in the North Sound, Renton and Kent in the South Sound, closed schools today because of possible exposure to the coronavirus. North Shore will close all of its schools tomorrow, so they can plan for the possibility that kids will someday have to be taught remotely.
Tomorrow is about pausing in our normal practice and routine and making space to plan for should that become a possibility.
Parent Harry Hopperstad says she agrees.
I do a lot of work from home. I work children today. I do all of our meetings. And there's technology out there that could possibly support it. School district will be closed. They can't promise this will be it. They say this virus is moving too quickly for them to assure anybody of that. Reporting live in Bothell, Deborah on Power 7
6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Boom! Give me the money. Come on, girl. We're going in the transporter home, girl. I'm taking you to the house. We're going to do some dirty deeds.
Hey, don't do that.
Taking you to the house. We're going to do the dirty deeds. Dirty deeds and get the pulley peeds. Woo, what's up, sexy nurse girl? How you doing?
Thank you. That helped.
Oh, damn right it helped, girl, because I'm the savior of all humankind.
From SNL my first year, and this is that story. So,
Miranda.
it's like 2014 or 15, and it's the finale of SNL, and I was so shocked and happy
It was
that
just
I
like
didn't get
any
fired,
other day.
and this
I
is
was
a
out on a
feeling that
call
I
with
get
the
to
doctor
relive
when we
every
lost
week.
What's the baby doing in the bathroom, Fiona? Can you please go check while my nails are wet, please?
There was a light in the
So
sky.
I was just celebrating. You know, Louis C.K. was hosting, and at the
sucked our
time,
ambulance
Louis
into it with
C.K.
us
was
in
like
it.
a very well-respected comedian.
Somehow we survived,
Like at the
but
time. Like,
then
yeah.
the doctor started acting.
At the time, he was someone that you would look up to and want approval of. At the time.
Saying it out loud, it all sounds so ridiculous.
At the time, it was someone you wanted to be
Any
next
of that
to you.
actually happened, right?
Anyway, so he
No,
was hosting,
what you
and I
experienced
was just
actually
thrilled.
happened.
So
I saw the
smoked
same
a
thing in
joint,
the sky.
In my dressing room,
And I was here,
as I was
just like
leaving
you.
to go into the elevators,
Where is here?
Louis C.K. was like
call it
holding
D-Day.
court and talking to like a bunch of the
Put it
cast and
simply,
writers
it's a world in
and, like,
another
cool people.
dimension.
And like they were like
The world
clearly
destroyed
very
by
into
some
a
unknown
conversation. So I was just like, I don't want any part of
Wait,
that. Like, you know, I'm high, I don't want to like ruin it for anybody,
So
or like I
when
don't
the
want that
doctor
guy to
looked
know
different and
I
attacked me
exist,
after
you
we
know?
got here.
So I just put my hoodie on
Yeah.
and I closed it really tight.
You call humans
and
that
I
get
walked all
infected
the
by
way
it
around
wanderers.
to the other side of the
And there's
elevators,
no
so I
cure?
could not, you know, Apparently not. And so
once you end up like that, you're just a living corpse.
There, and then all of a sudden, Louis
Only thing you can do
stops
for
this conversation. He looks up and points at me and goes, "Look how
You're
fucking
sure
high
about that?
Pete is. That fucking
You guys
idiot.
don't
Just
look
get
like
fucking
doctors to
high
me.
at work,
Maybe
you
a team of
stupid fuck. You're gonna
specialists
smoke
could...
your career away, idiot."
If anyone could have done something about this place would still be standing, wouldn't
I
it?
was like, that didn't happen.
Maybe they just lack certain advances in medicine. And like you said, they're still living. Sure. Perhaps if we try to communicate with them with a little persistence, we can get through to them.
So
Look, your ridiculous theories are an insult to every one of them you've had to put down.
This was
Trying to take some moral high ground with the Jack Squad for you here. If you want to stay alive, keep quiet and do what we tell you.
So I was like, oh shit.
Without morals,
so
we're no different from them.
Louis just
Take off your shirt.
He went in there to talk about
Go downstairs, look in the microwave.
Really injured,
yeah, figure it out. We all
Your breathing is
I
off.
was like, oh fuck, alright. You know, because I was like, now I'm getting fired.
What are you waiting for? If you want to stay alive, keep quiet and do what I tell you.
Fuck them. They're stupid anyway. They hired and fired you. They're wrong twice. You know, fucking, yeah. You could just creep into the back of Wild 'N Out, nobody even fucking notice. Who gives a shit, right? So I was walking into his office, just trying to, feel better or whatever. And I opened the door, and Lauren's sitting there, right? And he looks really confused. As do I, because, that's just like how I look. I look like, you just asked me to like divide.
You can't do that. You can't page
To make effective use of our labor source, you should assign crew members to units. Come and assign crew members here.
And I was like, oh, so like, am I fired? And he was like, no. And I was like, why? And he was like, I don't know. Which again is a conversation we have yearly, on a yearly basis. Is this the, I don't know, not yet, I don't know. We'll figure it out, I don't know. And that fucking killed me, like I had to leave that office like with that, just like Louis C.K. doesn't like you, one of the best comedians arguably ever, and especially at the time, like, it just killed me, because why am I even doing stand-up if this guy doesn't like me, that's for somebody who's approved me.
This is in a playground, my baby.
Doesn't like me because I smoke weed, that sucks, and I had to like sit with that for like 5 years, and then one glorious morning.
Yeah. Exactly, the headline.
I woke up and I read Louis C.K. jerks off in front of women. And I went, yes. You know what I mean. Like, I didn't want it to happen, but if it was going to happen to anybody, I'm glad it was him. You know what that makes sense? Okay. No,
Johnny,
it's just,
you need to stop recording yourself
jerk off alone, okay?
No one wants to watch you do that, no matter what the capacity. Please stop.
So, just, jerking off alone is fucking weird. You ever, like, jerk off and it's taking a long time and you can't even make yourself come? And you're like, you're a fucking loser. You can't even do yourself. What makes you think anybody else would want to,
No, Juju.
Myself in the mirror. That's happened to me, actually. It was stupid. Never again. Because now I jerk off in the pitch black. Yeah, I do.
Well, what does the shelter do?
You can reflect off the mirror and then you catch yourself in the corner jerking off. Mom text at the time. You ever try to jerk off after getting a mom text? It's damn near impossible. I didn't say impossible, but it is damn near for sure. It was one of the harder things I've had to do. But no, it bummed me out, like, hearing all this shit, because, like, I just felt bad for all those women that he jerked off in front of. It's just really sad, because it really affected them, and, like, if they only knew that, like, when Louis, like, whipped out his dick and started jerking, if they just, like, lit up a blunt, he would have been like, oh,
can you please open this? My nails are all wet.
Animals? I'm telling you, pieces of shit. Oh, fuck. They're gonna smoke away your career.
How did you buy that if you had no money?
I had change. I took change out of there and out of downstairs.
Well, you can't be. You spent my change.
Yeah, I'm not gonna spend money I'm not supposed to spend.
Yeah, I wasn't exactly ready for it. He gave me a call. He was all excited. He was like, yo, bro, I got great news. I was like, you got a job? And he was like, no, bro, I had a kid. And I was like, wow, that's like the exact opposite
Yeah,
of the
just
job.
let him play with my high heels, which your dad would not.
I can't wait to have a kid. I'm very excited. I don't think it's very hard at all. No, because all my friends are having them, and their complaints, they don't bother me very much. All their complaints are the same. They're like, bro, it cries. And I'm like, oh, man, go in the other room. Yeah, everything cries, you know? You try to make it stop, and then you leave. I cry all the time.
You need to pick up the shoes and put them away. Since I let you play with them, that should probably be what you do when somebody's nice enough to let
So
you
that,
back
they say it cries, and the other
I have to
complaint
put the
is
other
they're
coat
like,
of
yo,
polish
it,
on my
shits
nails
all
in
the
a
time.
second. So.
And that doesn't really bother me either, because, like, you know, so do I. You know, so I don't mind cleaning it up at, like, a smaller scale, you know? Plus, when you clean kids, sometimes you see spots that, like, you might have missed on yourself, you know? Yeah. You know, you're like, wow, I've never seen my asshole from this angle before. You're like, I will dab that corner when I hop out the shower. You hop out the shower, you're like, son of a
Gianna,
bitch.
I am painting my nails. If you could please stop bumping into the bed, that'd be great.
Love babysitting, because I microdose mushrooms, so I speak baby. Yeah, love it. They're talking, you know? The other day, my nephew was like, yeah, and I was like, forensic files, got it. So, mushrooms are great. Mushrooms are like kind of like being on a roller coaster when you're like going up, but like you just never go down. It's just the way up, you know? Where you're like, this is sick, this is awesome, I can't believe we're doing this.
Julian, stop!
For like 4 hours.
Johnny, stop him! Johnny, stop!
Stop, Juju,
my
now!
hands are wet, I can't.
No!
Happened when I was babysitting the other day. My friend.
That boy, pillow, stay on the bed.
Right? And so like we were watching Forensic Files, and I was just sitting there, and he's kidding, so he just like grabbed my hand and started like sucking my fingers, but like good. Like I definitely left it in there for a second. I was like, no! Wow! But no!
On the days of fighting, even going to continue here.
I know that joke splits the room. I'm aware. It's not the first time I've done this.
Will ensure base camp runs more smoothly.
I know it's weird to tell jokes like that, but this is a joke. You know, this is a comedy club. You know, it would be weird if this was like a town hall meeting. And I like grabbed the mic and I was like, hey guys, here's some ideas I have. Alright, I'll be in the lot with buttons.
Captain, there is one
I think
item
girls
to
should
report.
tell guys how to make them come.
When we scanned the area around the
like
location
the first
where
time
you
you have
rescued
sex
that
before,
woman,
like have a debriefing.
we detected a new memory
You know, because
board.
apparently every girl is different.
We've added
you know,
this
what I'm telling
information
myself.
to the situation report.
Everyone is different, and I think one of them is just dead inside. Yeah, I think I'm like, no, I think you're just broken. No, yeah. Sorry. Sometimes you say giggly things. No, but yeah, girls should tell guys how to make them come. Not when they're comfortable. You know, I know you don't want to hurt the guy's feelings, but it won't. It doesn't. You know, we could be mid, you know, fuck, and you could be like, I hate this, and we'll be like, oh, how's this? Good? Okay, forgotten. You know, didn't even happen. You know, you should just tell the guy. You know, like I guess guy stuff is very self-explanatory, right? You just like yank it and shit flies out, right? It's really easy. Like my son could do it, and but yeah, apparently, you know, it's not very hard to make girls come. You know, like if you're sweating and out of breath, I'm told you have done it wrong. But you know, all I know is from like porn, because I grew up with just like a mom and a sister, right? So like we never had that talk. You know, I just
guys,
never
we'll catch you
had
next
that
time. I'm
dinner
gonna eat me
where,
some
like,
food.
I felt comfortable to be like, you know, yo guys.
What?
If I wasn't your son or brother,